Welcome, Pisces. I'm Karen. This is Runica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. This reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. It is for February. It's general, no specific life area topic. And I'm going to use the Runic Tarot for the reading, Somnia for clarifying. And let's get started. We're going to take a look at current situation and some influences around that situation, where it leads, and a piece of advice to end the reading. Again, I'm using the Runic Tarot for the reading. Runic Tarot is about the Vikings. It's kind of interesting. It's really actually quite a fun deck. Here it is. I got it on Amazon. I think my daughter got hers in a, like not a tarot store, but what do you call it? Like herbs and crystals, and they had everything fun, and some tarot decks. And she found it there. And then after she got it, I'm like, I love that deck. I got to get me one. It's pretty cool. Each card also, for you Pisces that care, I don't know, they all have a rune on them as well. At least one. Majors might not have them. And then the definitions in the deck will also speak to the runes. So it's a good way to cross read a little bit as well. It gives you kind of new ideas. I really like it. I don't always use the rune part of it because I have to go look it up every time, but it would take the readings forever. But anyway, let's get started. Okay, Pisces, what do you need to know? This is for February. Did I say that? February 2025. Let's go. What do our Pisces need to know? What do our Pisces need to know? Okay. Current situation. 9 of Pentacles. Past influence, Temperance. Future influence, Lovers. This is a really nice look. Look at, I know, I don't know. There's something about it that's really nice. Just seeing these 3 cards. Doesn't it? Oh, I'm covering that card. Doesn't it just look nice? I don't know. There's just something that looks really nice about that. Maybe it's just me. Okay. Negative, please. Ace of Swords, positive. 7 of Cups, what you don't see. 10 of Cups, what to look for. Queen of Swords, unexpected. Ace of Wands, challenge. 7 of Pentacles. Future influence. 4 of Wands. Outcome. Chariot. Where does this lead? Strength. Hermit. 5 of Cups. Woo. Okay, Page of Wands. I can't stop on a 5 of Cups. You just don't do that. Ace of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. New opportunity happens. Some kind of new opportunity, a new beginning of some sort. And it felt like it was going to really last. I'm not saying it's not. That's when this occurred, you're like, okay, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. And honestly, because the 9 of Pentacles is in your current position, I feel like it probably was an opportunity that had to do with work or money, because it put you in a position where you really feel completed. You feel like you've really accomplished something. You're feeling good about yourself. And I feel like that's where you're at right now. And it could also mean that you're single as well, but not single in a bad way, because it's independence. It's about being successful too. Comfortable, being okay in your own skin, loving who you are, just understanding that you've done a lot to get where you need to be. That's okay. Temperance, in your past influence. I feel like there was this new opportunity though made you really kind of look at things very, very balanced emotionally, emotional balance. But also, the temperance can be about alchemy, believe it or not. And it can, because when you take fire and water, and that's what you always see in the temperance cards, how do you put those together and make something out of that? And I think that's what you've kind of done. You've taken some kind of passion and what you love and have put it together to bring you a more fulfilling situation in the now, where you feel like, okay, this is me. This is what I want. This is what I wanted to create for myself. I feel like there's just this overall really good feeling about where you're at right now. Your present influence is the Lovers. So there's I'll pull clarifiers on this. Now, this can be choices, okay? So it doesn't have to be about somebody. It can be about choices. It can be about somebody. But it also can be about partners of any kind. So it could be work partners. It could be love partners. It could be siblings, parents. But I would say when you have the Lovers and you're talking partners, they're very close. There's, you know how you have those friends that together you really are, like unstoppable, right? So it's kind of like that feeling, like they really enhance who you are. And also the Lovers can be about decisions. Do I take that out or do I not? Eve said Adam, choices. And a lot of times in the Lovers, the story goes that, I'm not sure if there was a choice. I have a choice of this person or that person, and which one do I choose? So tell me more about the Lovers. Present influence. That's the King of Wands. Six of Cups. Magician. I'm getting the overall feeling that King of Wands, Six of Cups, Magician. I feel like there is definitely someone, this would be the King of Wands. It doesn't have to be a male. It could be a female. It could be a male. That brought you a lot of passion. And again, keep an open mind here. The Six of Cups is, I believe, this would be someone from your past. And the Magician is someone maybe that wasn't 100% honest. They're in your atmosphere right now. There's the decision of, do you want this back in or not? Because right now you're in a pretty good place, the Nine of Pentacles. And so with this influence is kind of what this whole reading is about. It's the decision. It's, what do I do? How do I really want this? Do I really want this situation? Do I really want this partner back in my life? No matter what kind of partner it is. Or just overall situation back in my life. Because I feel like they're coming back around and you're like, there was some dishonesty here. And I don't feel like it's this huge dishonesty. You do not have horrible cards by any means, but it's more like maybe they weren't telling you how they really felt, or there was some kind of situation where you were not being told, like they did not admit something that would have made things easier if they did for you. Like, hey, be honest with me. Can't have a good partnership unless we're honest. We got to be honest. And if you're not going to be honest, then how does this work? So I feel like that's what's kind of in your realm right now. We have the Ace of Swords in your negative. There, I feel like, again, that's going back to the dishonesty, or not. It's not really dishonesty. It's not revealing. And the Ace of Swords is all about being honest, being straight up, being communicating, if I could say it right. Communicating. It's all about that. And to me, that's where I'm getting I don't feel like that's happening. And that's the hard part of the situation. I don't think it's a challenge because I think there's nothing you can do about this. It's the other person or the other party or the other part of this situation. There's something missing here. They're not communicating completely. Tell me more about this Ace of Swords, please, in the negative. Sun, Hierophant, Two of Swords. Yeah, there's something about like the joy, the Sun, Hierophant, commitment. I'm putting these together, okay? Two of Swords is a decision. It's like someone else made a decision according to their happiness without letting you know about it, and it affected your relationship with them. There's nothing you can do about it until they come through, right? There's just nothing. And the Magician was there as well at the bottom of the deck. I just noticed that. So your positive is the Seven of Cups. You've got choices, man. You've got choices, and this is in the positive energy. So your choices are there. Don't think you have to count on one thing, whether it's one job, one person, one group, it doesn't matter. You have choices out there. You can make choices on your own. I think also as a reminder that you don't need other people to make your choices for you. It's up to you. That's in your strength. That's a good thing. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups, please. Four of Swords. Oh, interesting. Four of Swords, Moon. Five of Wands. Yeah, to me too. Okay, so there is this understanding. So the Four of Swords, healing that needs to be done. This card, the Moon, speaks to me of coming out of that unclearedness. I think you are a lot more clear about things. And now your choices are on how much energy to give this situation. So yes, the situation may require energy, but it's up to you on how much. So the Five of Wands in this deck, there's a bellows pointed at the candle. And what I see in this card every single time is if I push too hard, the candle goes out, man. I've got to give it just enough air so that the light stays shimmering, right? It's just, if I give too much, that's not good. If I don't give enough, that's not good. So it's finding that balance, and it's the conflict of that balance. Too much, not enough, right? So your choice is that. There is a situation, you're still not 100% clear, but things are becoming more clear. There's definitely healing that's been done. And then we've got the thing. So the choice is, okay, is this worth giving my energy to? Partially, you won't know that really until that Moon card becomes completely clear. It's until there's complete clarity here. It's getting better, but you're not 100% sure yet. Star there at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So what you don't see is the Ten of Cups. There is something celebrating here. And I'm going to pull that because, okay, so I look at this position, for those of you who don't know, as either another person. I call it the establishment, your job, church, group of friends. It's something that's happening in the environment around you that indirectly affects this situation. And sometimes it's directly about you and you're just not realizing yet. So it's kind of one of those positions that could be kind of tough. But what is this Ten of Cups? Ten of Cups in this deck, definitely a celebration here. It's feeling comfortable with the people around you, feeling comfortable in a relationship of any kind. But more importantly, this can be about a group of people, but there's comfort involved here. And this is not something you see yet. It doesn't mean it's not there, okay? Tell me more about this Ten of Cups. Eight of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Okay, so when I see the Three of Pentacles, I'm thinking group of people, especially work related. The Eight of Wands, to me, this Eight of Wands, I don't see this as like messages coming in. I don't see the speed in this Eight of Wands here. What I do see is this. It's like you're not catching the opportunity. It's you're letting it go back and forth like a chandelier, just going back and forth. And you're watching it, you're not catching it. And so it's important to catch it. The Three of Pentacles to me is about collaboration, working together, working as a team, bringing each person bringing their best to the situation. Ace of Swords, all about clarity and understanding and epiphany. This deck, I feel like it's totally an epiphany of something. And I feel like there is definitely, I feel like this is coming from someone who has watched kind of things just go right in front of their face, like almost like watching time go by and not doing anything about it. But there's a realization to them with that Ace of Swords that there is kind of this, that there's more to the situation, relationship than meets the eye, because the Three of Pentacles is about we offer to each other something that will make something great, right? So this can be a really good, thing for a love relationship. But what you need to look for is the Ace of Swords. This is where I see being direct. I think it's kind of easy too for Pisces, and I'm not sure. I mean, I have a Pisces rising, but that means I'm just kind of Pisces. Not full. I'm not sure how direct they can be. I feel like Pisces are really kind, very kind actually, and I feel like with that Queen of Swords, it's okay. You might need to be a little more direct than kind, not necessarily unkind. That's not it either. It's you need to look to speak up and speak the truth and be very direct about it, because maybe this other area, this other partner, I don't want to call it a lover because I don't know, needs to have it directly related. They're like, it's up here. So Queen of Swords, please. Moon, Five of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is also in your future influence. So there is some celebration happening here shortly. I feel like the moon is becoming clear that the paths that you've taken in the past have not worked. And I feel like that you are going to speak up and have a conversation about this, because the Queen of Swords is also about being clear. And I think you need to be clear. And I don't think it's a mean thing. I think it's just a clear thing. And I do feel like that's what the Five of Pentacles is like, okay, well, wait. Every time I go this route, it doesn't work. What can we do differently that might make it work? Or maybe, looking at it that way. And I think the Queen of Swords is saying, okay, look for that. Look for that, the direct path to get there. And don't let your sights go all over the place, being wishy-washy or impatient or any of those kind of energies. And when I say wishy-washy, I mean, I have 2 water signs in my chart that are moon and rising. So they're high profile in my chart. When I say that, sometimes water signs have a tendency to be very, okay, let's do that. They're, and I don't mean it in a mean way. I'm not being mean. It's just, okay, they're just kind of going with the flow a little bit here, where maybe they need to, this is where maybe being direct would be more helpful for you. So when I say wishy-washy, I don't mean it negatively. Ace of Wands in the unexpected. Now, this is a new opportunity that's going to come in rather quickly. What I think happens here is it's a new opportunity completely, and it goes to the Strength, the Nine of Wands, Five of Cups, back to the Page of Wands though. So to me, that says that there's going to be a decision that definitely needs to be made here, because you've got the Strength and the Hermit. You're going to need to be strong, and you're going to have to make this decision on your own. And there will be something that you will lose from this situation, Five of Cups. However, I feel like the Page of Wands is that energy of going, well, you know what, I'm going to do it anyway. But we'll see. Just it feels like that's exactly how everything's going to flow. But this is unexpected. So tell me more about the Ace of Wands, please, and the unexpected. Page of Swords, Wheel, Three of Cups. Something that you've worked really hard on is coming back around, and there is definitely some kind of celebration going on here. This opportunity is something that you've really worked hard for, or that you've really wanted, and you've put a lot of energy into it one way or another with the Page of Swords. The wheel is time. It's finally getting here. It's time. And I do feel like there is some kind of celebration involved, because we also have to look at, this is the future influence, which is celebration. And heck, you're going for it, man. You got the Chariot. Yeah, I like it. So it does have something to do with something you've been working on. So this opportunity is going to be super cool, but it comes in unexpectedly. And sometimes when Ace of Wands comes in an unexpected position, you can miss it. So it's just keep your eye out for it. And I'm not saying it's just going to fly by you or anything like that, but it may come in unrecognizable. And then because it's such a quick energy, it could be gone. Tell me about the Four of Wands. We have the Four of Wands and the future influence here, which to me is all about, celebrating. Also could be about coming together, having a conversation with somebody, but in a celebratory manner, and appreciating one another as well, because it is a celebration. And it can be a celebration of togetherness. It can be a celebration of accomplishing something together. But it is a nice energy. And I feel like that celebration has really got you going. I feel like it's that Ace of Wands. So tell me more about this Four of Wands, please. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, Ten of Swords, Six of Wands. So there has been something that has come to an end, and that you've recognized it. And there is going to be a conversation about it. Now, it's not necessarily a bad ending. I feel like it could be a good ending, because it leads to recognition. And when we get to the point where we're recognized, sometimes that's where we want to be, right? We want to be recognized. So I feel like this is good. I mean, the Four of Wands is positive no matter what. I do not feel like your dreams are ending. I feel like the search for your dreams are ending, and you're able to celebrate it now. And you're celebrating it because you've also been recognized for it. I feel like the recognition is what's being celebrated here. So however that looks to you, it's good, it's positive. And again, I feel like there's been something in the way of your dreams, and that's ending. And again, I'm going back to that Ace of Wands. I think that has a lot to do with it. Okay, so then we have the Chariot and the outcome. I like the Chariot. It's a reminder that, it's a victory card for sure. It's a fast moving card for sure. It's also a control card in the respect that you can either have faith and not hold on to the reins, or hold on a little bit just in case, right? That's what I think. Hold on just a little bit. It's good to have faith and allow things to take us where it needs to go. But this also could be moving, travel. The Chariot, the Knight of Wands, even the Six of Swords, Eight of Wands are all movement, can be moving, travel, something like that. Those cards can all, and when you see multiples of those cards, they definitely probably move. So a lot of times, like for instance, if I see a depending on the positions of the cards, Ten of Pentacles with the Chariot, there could be a move coming in, right? Ten of Pentacles is usually your home, and maybe it's a move. Or Chariot with Ace of Pentacles, maybe a new opportunity is causing you to move. things like that. But it all depends. Tell me more about this Chariot. The World, Ten of Cups, Ace of Wands. This has to do with this ace, man. Okay. You're headed for a new opportunity. There is something that's come to a conclusion. It's like, okay, I've reached a goal. And I feel like actually this relationship, the Ten of Cups, because we have the Ten of Cups, and here is what we don't see. This is when you see it. And you're heading towards that, the Ace of Wands, and this is where it's taking you. Again, there's a little bit of a bouncy road ahead, but there's definitely, you're going for it. You're going, okay, I'm going to go for it. The World is all about coming to a conclusion. Ten of Cups is a relationship, a good relationship. I don't think the relationship is coming to a conclusion, or maybe it could be, but Ace of Wands is a new opportunity within that. And I feel like it's like working this stuff out, because we did have the moon show up a couple times, and sometimes we need to work that stuff out. So where does this all lead? So what did I say? Strength, Hermit, Five of Cups, Page of Wands, in the grand scheme of things. Anytime we are moving towards something that's a little bit off the cuff, which I feel like this Ace of Wands is, you need to have some strength to move forward. It's gonna feel really hard. I'm sorry, this is not the Nine of Wands. You're gonna feel alone. Sorry, you're gonna feel alone, but you're in a position to make better decisions because you'll make them on your own. The Five of Cups is you'll feel like something happens along the way where you do have to say goodbye to something, or there's some part of this that might disappoint you. But remember, if you're looking at the Full Cups, then you can take on the persona of the Page of Wands, which leads to moving forward with something without thinking too hard. So let's see, I'm going to clarify, I'm not clarifying them all, I'm going to clarify the Strength card. Tell me about the Strength card and where this leads. I'm going to do the Strength, the Five of Cups, and the Page of Wands. I don't need to do the Hermit. Tell me more about the Strength. Eight of Swords, Eight of Cups, Devil. There's something here about you needing to, there's something where you feel stuck. You can't walk away from the situation. So there's a new opportunity that comes in, but you're feeling like you can't leave something because you are extremely tied to that. And so that's what you need your strength. You need your strength to understand what you need to do and how to do it. Eight of Swords, Eight of Cups. Oof. Those two together I don't like, because you feel like you want to move forward, but you can't. You're stuck on something big time. You're tied to this situation, person, something here. It's going to take a lot of inner strength to move forward. You've got I'm going to clarify the Hermit now because that changed things. So then it leads to the Hermit. Tell me more about this Hermit that comes after Strength. I think this is the conversation you need to have with yourself about the Eight of Swords, Eight of Cups, Devil, because that's saying that you're struggling. Hermit. Ugh, keep saying Nine of Wands. Hermit. Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups, Five of Swords. This is something you've got to decide whether you want to fight for or not. And this is what you're looking at. There is a new opportunity, and you really want this. You want this new opportunity, but there's just something holding you back here with the Five of Swords. He's tied. He can't reach those swords. It's a fight. And this is what you're looking at. This is the Hermit. Like this is not you making a decision yet. This is what you're searching for. How do I do this? How do I leave this? This is really important to me, but I'm stuck over here. There's something that you're feeling really stuck to. The Three of Cups, or Five of Cups, excuse me. And the Five of Cups is all about losing something, being disappointed, but also about not seeing what you have. So let's take a look at that. Let's look deeper into that, because this is the part of the reading that's getting down to the nitty-gritty, isn't it? That was all fluff over there. This is the nitty-gritty. Five of Cups, please. I think it's the King of Wands, Hierophant, King of Coins. I want to make sure it's the King. I keep getting mixed up with this. It is the King. It's like you lose one to get the other. King of Wands to King of Pentacles. I gotta lose one. The Hierophant is about commitment. I feel like, yeah, you feel like you're losing something here, which to me is almost the King of Wands. And that wouldn't necessarily, it's not necessarily male or female, okay? So but it's someone that's definitely a lot of energy. It's probably it could be a fire sign, but if it's not, it's someone that it embraces that energy, the fire energy, excitement, motivation, passion, all of those things. Then you've got the Hierophant, which is all about commitment. The King of Coins is going to be a lot more about commitment, but they're a lot more patient. King of Wands is not so patient. King of Coins is. You're deciding what to commit to. That's why you're disappointed. You have to make a choice you're not ready to make. Wow. This is getting interesting. So then it goes to the Page of Wands. Let's look at that. So we are talking, this goes on, this could be a couple weeks into March. Usually that outcome of the Chariot's going to be towards the end of February. So then we're going out a little bit here. So tell me about the Page of Wands. I don't think it's going to be that quick to get to this point. There's going to be a little bit of a rocky road here. Okay, tell me more about the Page of Wands. Okay, so Four of Wands, Queen of Cups, Six of Swords. You're going to embrace what you really need to fill your cups. Four of Wands, that's what I feel like you're celebrating. Queen of Cups, I feel like that is you. Doesn't, again, non-specific gender-wise. And the Six of Swords is all about heading towards where you want to go. The Page of Wands goes quickly. The one thing about the page, and it can be good and it can be bad, but the one thing about the Page of Wands is, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to do it, and I'm not going to overthink it. And it does, but I feel like that there is some kind of conversation that really warms your heart, this Four of Wands, Queen of Cups, and allows you to say, yep, this is where I'm going. So you will make a final decision here. I don't know exactly which way this goes, but you will make a final decision on where to go. I will say that you are going to be, when you reach this, once this Ace of Wands energy comes in, it kind of sets the stage for a little bit of confusion. Because when you have the Chariot and the Ace of Wands, that's a lot of energy and it's a lot of excitement. And it happens very fast. So then it's like, oh God, what do I do? So that makes sense why you kind of go through the Strength, the Hermit, the Five of Cups, because, that's going to happen. So anyway, there you have it. Oh, advice for Pisces. Six of Cups. Don't focus too much on the past. Take from the past what you need and leave the rest behind. It's okay to enjoy good memories from the past, but don't expect things to be like the past. So if you're having a situation from the past come through, it's not going to be exactly the same. So know that it is going to change. So there you have it. There is your reading for February. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Have a beautiful day.